Alrighty, welcome to Myrtle. I just love that word, myrtle. It just rolls off the tongue, and it's one of the beautiful, oldest, and most historically important medicinal herbs. It's also been used, the leaves and the berries are commonly used in Middle Eastern culinary dishes, particularly to season lamb, so it's got that capacity as well. And the variety that's used in the West is Myrtus communis. And in traditional Chinese medicine, the variety that's used in the eastern end of the world is Rhodomitris tomentosa. They're both in the family Myrtaceae, right? So they have overlapping capabilities and distinctions. The traditional Chinese medicine variety is not used to make an essential oil. There's a really important essential oil made out of the Western variety. The traditional Chinese medicine version is a little bit more blood building, just to kind of give you a counterbalance. But what I want to talk about here are some 3 reasons that you may not have been aware of around this plant, because being a traditional herb, sometimes these sort of fall into memory as opposed to being actively utilized, especially depending on where you live in the world. Myrtle is, and I'm talking about both varieties here, really high in antioxidants. And I'm talking your quercetin, your tannins, your myricetin, and even catechin, right? Collectively, these are powerhouse antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, and anti-cancer properties. And myricetin in particular has been showing some really interesting anti-cancer properties that also aid in the recovery from cancer, so kind of helping to prevent that, but also to aid the recovery. Myricetin, the compound, point number 2 here, also being studied because it's showing incredible capacities for preventing Alzheimer's. And what's being kind of revealed is that it has this ability to inhibit the amyloid fibrils, and those are the protein fibrils that are identified with setting the stage for Alzheimer's. So this herb helps prevent that. And it's a culinary herb, as I just mentioned a little while back. So you've got a way to be introducing this into your diet every now and then to create some biodiversity in your system and build your antioxidants and prevent some, promote brain health and prevent these cancers. The third key thing here is myrtle has a very interesting and similar composition to sandalwood, which is very interesting because they're both good essential oils, and the Western, right? Not the Eastern. The Eastern variety does not make an essential oil, but the Western variety does. And it's also considered, what those 2 herbs, and I'm not talking the essential oil, although the essential oil will carry some of that capacity, but it'll be used as an inhalant, not as an internal use. But the herb myrtle, used a little bit internally, also helps lower the rate of prostate and breast cancer. So again, this interesting focus on anti-cancer and mutations and recovery. Big deal. From a traditional Chinese medicine perspective, you've got your nourished blood. This is from the traditional Chinese medicine variety, your Rhodomitris tomentosa. It is a little bit more blood building, a little bit, not used in the essential oil category. And both plants kind of have some overlap, so you don't need to overthink that, but it's good to be aware of where the nuances are. So there you go, an herb that's been a classic healing herb, used in the kitchen, often used for respiratory infections and a wide variety of other medicinal applications. Now you've got a little deeper reason to be revisiting this herb if you've sort of forgotten about it, or if you've never really kind of focused in on it. Go take a look, visit us, go check out whiterabbitinstituteofhealing.com. Myrtle.